How's it going, gamer? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going over a Iceborne build for Boreus Chain Blades. Yes, this build will most likely work for all of his other weapons, maybe with a few variations, but today we're definitely rocking the Chain Blades and they are awesome. As you can see, it's doing some big damage, and my weapons are only at level 11. That's because we're utilizing Reaper's Dance and Momentum Blades, and not to mention the new update Boreus weapons got. So we're stacking some great frost sprites and doing some really good damage. And not to mention, this is all topped off with Iceborne, so we'll be healing nice and awesomely. This build would do wonders in Blaze Escalation, but you could definitely use it in any other fights and any other locations as well. You could possibly even do trials with this build because it is pretty strong. It has a really good cell economy, and we got great damage and we have great attack speed. And like I said, it's stacked all up with Iceborne. So this is a very good build for Boreus Chain Blades. You got to remember, we are using Reaper's Dance and Momentum Blades, so therefore you want to pull back, go forward just like I'm doing here to stack up Reaper's Dance and then expend it so you can do some big damage. And remember to use Drask's Eye Lantern Tap right before you do your blade spin. That attack right there for maximum damage. This Chain Blades build does take a little bit of finesse to work with to get it down to maximize your damage, because yes, sometimes you're pulling back and forth to the behemoth and you miss when you're going back. What I suggest, even though I make this mistake sometimes, is try not to move your directional pad or your mouse while you're pulling back forward, so therefore it'll just go straight to the behemoth. If you're holding a certain direction, then that's the direction it will possibly go to. Hey gamer, if you have any builds you want me to work on or any cool ideas, please don't hesitate to throw it down in the comment section, because I start a lot of cool chats with all of you guys down there. And hey, if you like this video and you want to see more, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. So turn on your system, grab your chain blades, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now. What's up gamers, super excited. I got another Iceborne build for you just like I promised. This time we're rocking Boreus Chain Blades. This build will probably work for all of his weapons to a certain degree, but today we're rocking the Chain Blades. The weapons are really great because they recently got an update and got some really good damage to them, and the change of way their unique ability works. But anyways, we have a +3 conditioning in here, and then we're going to put an overpower cell and an Iceborne cell. And you got to think and remember about this. The special generates 3 frost sprites that grant your next attack 60 damage and minor frost damage. So we'll be utilizing Reaper's Dance and Momentum Blades for a really epic build, because every time you're pulling back and forward with Reaper's Dance, you're granting yourself another stack. And when you do your secondary follow-up, it expends that stack for 40% damage per stack, which is really dope. And that's why you're seeing those high damage numbers, and my weapon is only level 11 right now. And that also works very well with Momentum Blades, because after using a special, your next special use within 4 seconds is free. So you can go and pull forward and back and grant yourself a whole bunch of stacks of Reaper's Dance and then expend them for some really good damage. So that's a certain way you have to work this build, just like you saw me using it earlier. And for the headpiece, we're using Shroud's headpiece that has a rage in it, and we're going to put a discipline cell in there. For the chest, that's also Shroud's chest piece, Dark Morrow, that has a rage in it, and we're going to put an overpower cell in there. And for the hands, that's Nasher's grips, that has a Rage Hunter, and then we're going to go ahead and throw another Rage Hunter cell in there. For the feet, that's Boreus's feet, that has an Iceborne, and we're going to put a Wild Frenzy just for a little bit more attack speed because it really helps. For the lantern, I really like using Drask's Eye because the tap gives you plus 30% increased damage for 6 seconds. And that is really good if you utilize that in the correct manner, especially when you build up your Reaper stacks and then you expend them. Make sure you have Drask's Eye on, because that's going to boost that damage up really crazy like. And I definitely suggest the Energize cell because it increases your weapon meter gain rate while you're just slamming and attacking, going ham with your chain blades. So you'll be able to use your specials a lot more often, which means more DPS if you utilize it correctly. For the lanterns, I really enjoy Blitz, Frenzy, and Assault Tonic. That gives you some great damage and attack speed, especially if you're in-game playing or you're in trials. This will definitely help you out. So all in all, what we got going on here is a +6 Iceborne. We all know what that is, but under 50% health, we gain 30% decreased damage taken and 8% lifesteal. So that's just beautiful. You gotta love it. Overpower, that's 60% damage versus staggered behemoths, and you saw Helion, I was just knocking him down. So this procs a lot and gives you a lot of good damage. And because we're utilizing Discipline Cell, this here Rage is a consistent 25% damage all the time. Rage Hunter, that's 40% damage when the behemoth is enraged. Conditioning, that's coming from the weapon, but you can't complain because stamina regeneration is really nice and it definitely helps out. Discipline, like I mentioned earlier, that gives you a plus 7.5% critical strike chance, but more importantly, it's limiting us to a 50% health max so we can properly utilize Rage and Wild Frenzy at a consistent manner. We talked about Energize, that's really great. That's a 20% weapon charge rate. While we're going ham with every attack, it's recharging your weapon meter so you can use your super or special even faster. And Wild Frenzy, that's 12.5% increased attack speed all the time. So you gotta really love this build. I thought it was great, and because I mean it's awesome. Look at all the damage we got. That is great. Look at the boost of attack speed and weapon boost. To top it all off, it's got Iceborne, so you just gotta love it. I love it. I hope you love it, and I hope you have fun with this. Alright gamer, that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video and more to come. I'm always working hard on this stuff, and I really appreciate all y'all's positive feedback. It's very inspiring, and I do this for you guys, and I really enjoy doing it. So I'll see you on the flip side. This is Hans signing out. Peace, y'all!